Hey friends, it's Lori with Farmhouse Stencil Shop. As promised, I'm going to make a video showing you guys how I made this cute little coffee can. You can find these containers at Dollar Tree. So run to Dollar Tree and grab these. These are great for this project. So what I did is I took off the flower off the top. I spray painted it with primer. That will help the paint better stick to it. The first thing I'm going to do is take some black paint and I'm going to paint a base coat. After I have let that dry, I'm going to use this Territorial Beige shade in the Apple Barrel paint. It is just a matte finish, and I find that this shade is really good for primitive crafts. I like it. So that's what I'm going to use, and what I'm going to do is just brush this coat on very sparingly because I don't want to cover all of the black. I want to let a little bit of the black show through. After this coat of paint is dry, and I used a dryer actually to speed that process up, I'm going to go back over this coat with some more of the Territorial Beige, but I'm just going to use my makeup sponge and I'm going to stipple the paint on. Because the container is smooth, the stippling will give it just a little bit of texture to help the antiquing glaze show up better. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to stipple on some paint on the whole can. After that coat of paint is good and dry, I am going to put my label on. So what I'm going to do is just use some Mod Podge. I'm just going to put some Mod Podge on the back. So once you have your label positioned where you want it, just go back over the top with some Mod Podge. The next thing I'm going to do is use this Valspar Antiquing Glaze, and I'm going to brush some of this on the whole can, and then I'm going to take a baby wipe and smooth it off. This is what I have so far, and I'm going to put the lid on, and I don't ever plan on removing the lid. Now I'm going to embellish it. So let me show you what I did. I have this little messy mat underneath me because I'm going to use this cheesecloth, and I don't want it to be bright white like this, so I'm going to use some coffee podge and grubby it up just a little bit. So I made me some coffee podge, and I found this cute little container at Dollar Tree, and it worked perfectly for the coffee podge. What I did was I added water, clear school glue, and I also have added some instant coffee. I'm just going to brush that onto my cheesecloth to change the color of the cheesecloth, and it will also help the cheesecloth stick right to the can as well. I'm going to take my can and I'm going to go back over my can and seal it with Mod Podge. What I'm doing now is I'm taking my wet cheesecloth. This part is a little bit messy. Put it around my can. Okay, so now I just want to make sure that it looks okay around the back of the can. Everything looks good. I made a little bow. It is a little difficult to work with this stuff. It doesn't have to be perfect though, so that's a plus. I have greenery that I put on the other one, and I'm going to use that as well. So I am going to hot glue this in place so it'll stay. All right, after fiddling with the bow for a while, I finally got it the way I wanted it. So I think it looks nice like that, and I added some more coffee podge over the top of it to stick it down nice. So that's what I got so far, but the last thing I did, just for a little extra touch, was I took some cardstock and I'm going to just make me a little tag. I'm just going to cut off the corners, make it look like a little tag. Just going to take this stencil and I'm going to use this little primitive star here. So that was easy enough, right? So I took a little bit of paint, made a little dab on my tag to give it the appearance of having a hole in my tag. So now I'm going to roll up the little cardstock. I'm doing this so it won't look like it's a brand new piece of cardstock. So then lastly, I'm going to take this sealing wax and then I'm going to just hot glue it into place. Stick it under there like that. It'll stay, everything will dry, and it will be all finished, but that is it. I hope that you like it. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you. I hope that you like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching.